damn it, Scarlet. Well, this stream's about to be a bit more chaotic because I have to speak and Nya speak for 10 minutes. Alright, what's this, Nya? This must be the main monitoring station. All 9 of the screens are dark though, Nya. Probably aren't powered up, Nya. Looks like it, Nya. So how do we turn them on, Nya? What kind of a question is that, Nya? There's probably some switches or something around here somewhere, Nya. Like this? A long console, Nya. There's a screen in the middle of it. This is probably the main console, Nya. Can you look at the chair, Nya? A yellow chair sits before me. Okay. What's this? Speakers, Nya. Yeah, they look pretty normal, Nya. What's this? Hey, I just rubbed it a little and it turned on. What do you mean by that, Nya? I don't think the rest is going to be that easy, though, Nya. Look at the screen. It's like a login screen, Nya. I think we need to put in a password, Nya. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Well, we need more clues, Nya, obviously, so we can't do it. Damn it! What the hell is the password, Nya? A green chair, huh? Huh? Oh, nothing. Forget about it, Nya. Green chair? A chair, Nya? Yeah, and green one at that, Nya. The chair is important somehow. I don't know how, but the chair is important, Nya. What do we have over here? What's this, Nya? Looks like we've got 9 switches, Nya. There's a little Thunderbolt icon up here. My guess is these are a bunch of power switches, Nya. They're all red. Does that mean they're all off? How about you try and flip some of them, Nya? Did you hear something? Yeah, I did, Nya. I have like a starting up sound. Oh, let's check on the other monitor, Nya. Oh! It controls the screens, Nya. What are these books though, Nya? Some binders. Damn, I can't understand a word of this. It looks like some kind of code, Nya. All these binders are like that. Shoot. Alright, let's take a look at the monitors, Nya. These are from the security cameras. I thought so, Nya. Hey, what about Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark? Can you see them anywhere? Oh yeah! Because they weren't able to get to their door, Nya. You can see just as well as I can, Nya. There's nobody there, Nya. No D or K either, Nya. Might as well take a good look at it though, Nya. Damn, nothing. Alright, what else do we got, Nya? A red chair! This one's the same. I barely touched it and it's ready to go, Nya. Yeah, it's showing the same thing too, Nya. This one needs a password too, huh? Right, here it goes. Damn it, Nya. I don't get it. The console's a red chair that goes with it, right? Yeah, so. That thing just caught my eye. Is it like red chair? No. Console's a red chair, right? Yeah. Well, have you thought that maybe it's connected to something else in the red in the room then? Like maybe if you can find something red and some letters, then that might be the password. You might be onto something, yeah? Oh, alright, alright. Oh, what's this? I don't know what this is, yeah? Don't know. Looks like a machine of some kind. What's this, yeah? Tom machine. No idea what it does. Hopefully nothing bad. Why are these stairs rainbow colored? The first step, Nya. There's a red line along the edge, Nya. Is it red step? Is it red step? Is that the password, Nya? That says red steel. Whoopsies. I cannot fucking type. Is it red line? Yeah. Red edge, yeah. Whatever. Wonder what the password for this console is, yeah? Five thinks it might be around something red. The only red thing is the stair. The fifth step. It has a green line that runs along the edge, yeah. Oh! Is it first step? I think it might be first step, yeah, not red step. Looks like I don't have enough letters for that. No. I wonder what the password for this console is, yeah? I think it might be something around something red. Yeah, it's supposed to be the step, right? Let me try 5th step for this one. No, it's not it, yeah. This console has a green chair. Green. Maybe the password is connected to something that's green? Maybe there's some green next to it or something? Huh. I mean, there's the steps, but I don't know what else, Nya. Oh, there's a red button. Is this a line, Nya? What's it got in its mouth? Is this some kind of button, right? It looks like you can push it, Nya. I can barely make it up. I think there's something carved on the surface, Nya. A sun? Wait, so is this line eating the sun, Nya? Yeah. Whatever. Right now we need to focus on getting out of here, Nya. I'm gonna push that button. That okay? Yeah, sure, Nya. Whoa! The light's turned off. I guess it's a light switch, Nya. Oh! What's this, Nya? Strange looking set of shelves. Hey, check it out, Nya. It's all lit up. It's pretty colorful. Do you think it's a hint, Nya? Maybe. Are the steps like... Oh! Oh, I see! TMJYUVGJ. I'm gonna write that down real quick, because knowing me, I'm gonna fucking forget. TMJ YUVGJ. Got him! Did it work? Yeah, I guess so. Good job. Ha! Cakewalk. Sure did. You see this icon? This one on the upper left corner? Yeah. I wonder what this icon means. Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Very true. Change the colors to the correct ones by clicking the hexagons and triangles. Remember that you only have 4 moves to complete the puzzle. I'm gonna try and get the other chair first. I'm gonna get the other chair. ESDMAS. ESMAS. ESDMAS. Oh? I wonder what this... Is it not... Is that not a D? Oh, it's A... Oh, it's ADGB. ADGB. It's ADGB. I was looking at blue by mistake. ADGB. Okay, that's a lot easier to remember. ADGB. ADGB. Got him! Another one. Same results as before. Another icon in the corner. Alright, I'm gonna go back to this thing over here and take a picture just in case. Okay. No. We have to match this with the one on the thingy, right? Okay. Oh, we got it! Nice! Oh, you figured it out. Not bad. Get my reward? Nice try. Looks like Zero's got something for you, though. You mean this new icon? Right. What was that noise? Nothing happened on the screen. Look up. The one over your head. Huh? I was you. Huh. That's a little ominous. Oh, there's another thing over there. Okay. I guess I gotta match the other one with this one. That shouldn't be too hard. What are these, though? Hourglass with yellow sand. Hourglass with red sand. Can I combine? I cannot combine them. Do I put them on the other shelves? Strange looking set of shelves. Okay, no, I do not put them over there. Okay. Let's see. Alright, we gotta make it match the second picture, I believe. So, no. No. This one's a bit tricky. I might struggle on this one a lot. Oh? Wait. No. Oh, he did it! Haha! Huh. How do you like that puzzle? It's too early to celebrate. Click your screen. You've got a new icon. What are you doing? This is just like the other one. Look up. Will be me. What the hell's that? It's not even a sentence. Will be me. That's not much of a sentence. It just says I was you. I was you, will be me? Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, this one switched on just like the other two. Looks like it. Okay, we need a password for that one. So, where's the yellow screen? Where's the yellow? Oh, I did not mean to do that. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I did not mean to do that. Password. SGDQNY. 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 Got him! Done. Good. That's all of them then. Oh, well done. Would it really kill you to take that disdain down like 10%? Yes. Look at the corner of the screen. Yeah, an icon. Is this icon supposed to be an hourglass? Touch it and find out. Right. Determine a value in seconds for each hourglass and fill it in blanks. The value is a single-digit number, place a 0 before it. I don't know. Damn it. I can't figure it out. What are you talking about? This is like a cakewalk. You just have to see how many seconds each of these hourglasses counts, and enter those numbers at the bottom of the screen. Make sense? I know that, I just... Huh. An hourglass. Looks like the sand inside is red. Something's engraved on top. Looks like a number 4. 4? What the heck does that mean? Well, given the purpose of most hourglasses, I guess that means this is a 4-second clock. In other words, it'll take 4 seconds for all this to answer one. Oh! And that's 11. 4 and 11. Okay, so... that's 4. That's 4, then. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's 7. 1, 2, 3. I wasn't done counting! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. 11. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wasn't done counting! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's 15. It's not right? How's that not right? Okay, 1, 2. I wasn't done! Frick! Shoot. I can't solve it. But for goodness sake, we already have 2 hourglasses, a red one and a yellow one. How many seconds are the 2s we have? You should be able to use that to figure out the rest. You know what they say, the devil's in the details. Keep thinking about it. What about don't flip the small stuff? How's that wrong? I can't figure it out. How's that wrong? I genuinely do not know how that is wrong. What are the numbers for the red and yellow glass I found? I should check them again just to be sure. It's 4 and 11, right? An hourglass full of yellow sand. It has 11 cards on top of the glass. Okay, how is this wrong? Oh, it is 7. I was wrong. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to look up the answer for this one because I genuinely do not know. Give me a break. You still don't get it? I don't. It's mostly because it's like really tiny on my screen and I can barely see it. How many seconds is the red hourglass? 4 seconds. And the yellow one? 11 seconds. With those, we can also measure 7 or 11 seconds, right? Yeah, 11 minus 4 is 7. 11 plus 4 is 15. Okay, hang on. I need to bring up the memo. I need to bring up the memo. This is getting difficult. That's 4, 15, 11, 7. Okay, what's this one? What are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's 9. It's 9. I don't know why I'm not getting it. It's 9. It's actually 9. Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. I don't know why I didn't get it before, but now I got it. Ha! Got it. Not bad. There's another icon on the screen now. That puzzle made me feel so stupid. That puzzle actually made me feel so stupid. I felt so stupid. I am such an idiot when it comes to math. I cannot do math for shit. Yes, there is. Hey, look! The screen's changed. Huh? What the heck is this? There's a different word on each one. I guess you're supposed to shuffle them around until they make a sentence. How? Well, look at the screen underneath them. It's got the same words in the 9 squares. So I'm supposed to use that console to move words around? That would be my guess. Okay, let's give this a shot then. I will be... Alright, I'm guessing if she knows everything. It's I was you, will me be. I was you, will be me, she knows everything. That's not right. Damn it! No dice. Get a hold of yourself. I'm discounting on you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not for sale, lady. Will be me. I was you, will be me. There are words on the screen to make it specific. Okay, let's try this again. I was you. She will be me, she knows everything. I don't have any idea what to do here. Don't be like that. You know what sentence you need to make, right? Yeah, sorta. And get to it. Not really. This is pissing me off. Why can't I figure this out? Maybe you got some words in there that you don't need? If you don't, could like hide them somehow. Like erase them? Yeah, completely and utterly. Oh, okay. So we don't need she knows everything. Oh! Okay, I gotta turn the lights back on. I was you, will be me. We got it. Okay, we got this. I was you, will be me. Oh, okay, okay, we got it. Ha, just as I thought. Yeah, it looks like he got it. Good work. Nothing changed though. Well, at least not here. Yeah, take a look at the screens on the wall. Oh! This is... Good work, Stick Mail. I've been waiting for this. A new safe password, huh? Yeah, let's go open it. Star Moon Moon. Really running through these puzzles. This one was a lot easier. Like, we've been getting some easy ones. That or I'm getting smarter. Same safe as before. Probably opened it in the same way too. You just need to plug in the right password, right? Yeah, give it a try. Star Moon Moon. Boom. Excellent. It opened. Yeah. This card looks familiar. Different image though. Yeah, it's one of the AB room cards. Well, I guess there are two of them, actually. These are the star keys the announcer's talking about. And then we've got the same key as usual. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's get going. That's the wrong door. That's not where I want to go. That's not where I want to go. I want to go through here. This is the door. You lock for the door. It says lock. I'm gonna open it, okay? You ready? Yes, of course I am. Get on with it. Right. Here we go then. 3, 2, 1. Haha! Another successful escape, boys. You love to see it.
Wait, I just realized something.
What? What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. Are you following me?
Yeah. You're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it.
Yeah, I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up.
I mean, you got a point there.
A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something. And once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to.
What do you mean by that?
See?
Monitoring video data. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
Wait, what the heck is this? Everything says no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
Clever 0. By 0?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse.
Well, that was Dio for sure.
And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Hey, what's this?
You want to open it?
Yeah.
It says Gollum status.
That should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shoot. Everything here's been erased too.
Looks like it.
I guess there isn't anything we could... Wait a second.
What is it?
It's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. Oh! There's one! Oh! Is that the one from the one that was talking to us? I knew it! That golem we met is still functional.
What do you mean?
The British one.
I thought you told me Gollum, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah, but he said that this is what passes for a Golem's brain, I guess was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled. His brain is probably still functioning. Can we see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Then, try the one that says cash. These file names all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is probably from right after Kay decked us. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch. See?
Interesting. This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Exactly.
So, if we go back through these files...
Yeah, we might be able to figure out who the killer is, maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice!
I am pretty smart, I know.
Great work, Sigma.
That's Sigma male to you, but thank you, Vi. I appreciate the praise. Come on, I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. I mean, I'm not really into anal, so yeah. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. We started going through the rest of the files. The security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That just leaves Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I staggered my balance, gone. Hey, are you alright? What's going on? Oh, shit. Guys, don't be alarmed, but I think there may be a chance I have Radical 6. What? Why is she talking like that? What is going on here? I can't understand what she's saying. And why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video and fast forward. What the hell is... Wait, could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow? So it just looks like everything is speeding up. I still couldn't make out what she's saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. I got Radical 6. I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Vi, who would be sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again, and she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
I think I'm about to. Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and found.
Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in. Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I think I just must be getting tired. I'm kind of surprised they didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
I have! For just a moment I thought of Radical 6, but I didn't want to worry 5 if I didn't have to. Better to stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
No, keep worrying. I clearly have Radical 6. What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
Oh! What do you got, Fi? What is it? Oh, are you about to see what happened?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
You'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right. That looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
No. It's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh? Oh, it's Kay.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet there. Probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right?
Exactly.
And that would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that would mean we're seeing here is Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, It's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah. About a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah. If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh. Oh, someone's coming in. Luna! Is that Clover behind her?
Yeah, this is 0 hours 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. Looks like Clover is just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
Oh shit, can we? Oh, did Clover kill Luna? Oh shit. What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Ah, damn. Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Huh?
Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey! They're gone! As I watch, Clover moves steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. So Clover killed Luna? Aw shit, is Yandere Clover back? God damn it, I thought we were done with that after earlier. Clover continued to advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another- no, you said this was it.
Yeah. This is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah. This is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours 11 minutes 40 seconds.
Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio. He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. What's he up to?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
Okay, did Dio do it then? Maybe Clover attacked her but didn't finish the job, but then Dio came in and finished it? Huh, that is indeed odd. Why?
Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying. He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse this whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
And whatever it was, it happened during this time?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now that he's left, and it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like what?
A cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up.
I'm guessing that's Kay.
That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's Kay. Ah! When he heard Kay open the side door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Sure.
Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's Kay coming from the bottom of the frame. And he's checking the time on his bracelet. So we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit.
Clover.
Who do you think it is?
I ran over the footage in my head. 0 hours, 1 minute. Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours, 10 minutes. They both move out of the frame. 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds. Clover exits the room. 0 hours, 12 minutes. Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. It seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. Oh, maybe he came in to plant the bomb? If the bomb wasn't planted by then? I can't remember. 0 hours, 13 minutes. Dio exits the room. 0 hours, 13 minutes. 10 seconds. Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 0 hours, 20 minutes. Kay enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 0:21, the remaining time until the primary door is open. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... It's... Clover? Clover. Wait, was that the right choice? Or did I fuck up? I think it might have been... I think it might have been Clover. The signs point to Clover. But if it's not, then... Oops, I fucked up.
What makes you think so?
That footage alone is enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take another thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger.
And what is that, Ellen?
I did not mean to click the thing again, I'm sorry. Dio's behavior at the white doors. Kay wanted us to enter the white doors. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew he had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would never have said that. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna? But he didn't even mention her. Like, he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. 1, that when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. Or 2, he killed Luna himself. The second one doesn't seem likely, though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and 5 won't be able to get through the white doors without her. He seems like the kind of guy who would go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. Oh, he has done that. In this case, though, he said nothing. That doesn't clear him, of course, but it does make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought too, and it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off, or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No, nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
Yeah, I don't know if she is either, or Tenmyoji or Quark, because we didn't even see them, like, come to the doors but by the time our doors closed. She is. She has to be. I doubt it.
I sure hope so.
No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yeah.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. Nothing. Oh, Alice's dead body. Never mind. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that just looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just this strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. I turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up to the wall and followed. Oh! Oh shit! What the frick happened? Wait, are they dead? Wait. Oh no, I think they're fucking dead. They're dead. They're dead. They're actually dead. Guys, they're dead. Look, there's a bracelet on the side right there. That's dead. That's Tenmyoji's bracelet. He is dead. And there's blood right there. He is dead. And why does Clover's finger have blood on it right there? I don't know what's going on, but I am 99.9% sure those two are dead. Who the fuck trapped them there, though? God, this looks like a fucking Saw trap. This is literally the first trap in Saw 1, except they're closer together, and they didn't have to decapitate a foot. The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they're just sleeping. Nope, there's a bracelet right there. There's a bracelet right there. I'm pretty sure that's Tenmyoji's bracelet. He is dead. And plus, Clover doesn't look like she have her bracelet either. She is dead. The cool, limp feeling of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed, and I hoped I'd left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I could guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
There's a cut on Tenmyoji's left hand. It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound.
Oh, and there's puncture marks right there.
I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in the bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Shit. You think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
I bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
So Quark was here? Quark could have done this, right? Or Quark's still in one of those pods, I'm guessing. Someone grabbed his bracelet and put it here to make it look like Quark did it. I don't know, I'm still confused. What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet's here, then that means...
Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off.
No. No. This can't be happening. No, he's probably still sleeping in the med bay. Not the med bay, the pods. And someone grabbed his bracelet. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
But...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope?
Yeah, if Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right. He's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped and came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Okay, I guess that is true, but we still need to find Quark, though. He should be in the pod, I believe. Pit. Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen? Oh!
That's enough!
You struck me, woman.
Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent, but deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies.
You should look at Clover. Oh! Okay, here's what I think. See how, like, Clover's, like, fingers covered in blood right there? What if she left a dying message, like, before, like, she passed away? What if she left a dying message somewhere, but we couldn't see it? So we need to get that chemical, turn off the lights, and we can see it. We can see, like, what the dying message is, probably. I mean, I might be, like, reaching, but still.
Tenmyoji first.
Why?
Clues.
What kind of clues?
To who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything. I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
You think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Fi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Then after a moment, I saw her hand stop.
Look. See your thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
I knew it! I knew there was a dying message! Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood. It must be Tenmyoji's.
It says 016.
Or maybe it's upside down. It says 910. What does that mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use.
Or maybe it's upside down.
Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like that. Oh wait! Maybe it's 7 because 1 plus 6 is 7? Is she trying to communicate the 7? But wait, then I don't know why she would write like the 0 and the 1 and the 6 when she can just write 7.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
Or maybe... Okay, hear me out. Alright, maybe it's supposed to say Dio, and that lowercase b is supposed to be a D. I know that's reaching, but I don't know. Dio is sus. Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn it. This is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, that's June. Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in a handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? Footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. Now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. She had Radical 6. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? And why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? What is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, fine. Give me something, anything. A clue, a hint, come on. You gotta have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait. You're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint.
So?
So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... the rec room! Fi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I've been looking for. Oh! Okay, there's a lot to take in here. Okay, on the bright side, Dio's dead. There's that. And now we can, Now we can rule these two out of the murder. What the fuck happened? Jesus. That means our only suspect is Quark, but there's no way Quark could have been able to do this, right? There's no way. Jesus Christ, this is fucking dark. Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in a situation a defensive response designed to protect the brain from constant emotional bombardment? Yeah, it's pretty normal. At least to me, it's pretty normal because sometimes when I get like really stressed out, I laugh. Like, I start to laugh when I get really stressed out. Like the Joker. Yeah, I'm the Joker, baby. But no, like y'all have probably seen it. Like sometimes when I get really stressed out, I start to laugh. Like sometimes I'm like, I actually think it's funny. Sometimes I don't think it's funny, and it's just like my brain being stressed out. But yeah, that's pretty normal, at least for me, to be honest. They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death. But when death becomes certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredibly feats on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, someone species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, species A is eliminated and only species B manages to survive. The process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no, millions of years. I mean, have you seen the result of the NyQuil chicken thing? Everyone is like blaming the internet for it, but no, that's just like natural selection. Our creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception. Also, I feel like I don't need to say this, but I feel like I should say this. Please do not cook your chicken in NyQuil. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is still out there. So that would mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there is no way there is a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
If he had, like, the abilities like Chucky, probably. Because Chucky can, like, kill, like, full-grown adults even though he's a fucking doll. Which I never understood, because they could just drop-kick him. He's a doll! Like, I know he's possessed by, like, a serial killer, but he's still a doll. Just punch him or something! Jesus Christ. Also, keep in mind, I haven't, like, seen, like, Child's Play in, like, forever. I haven't seen the Chucky series. My sister watches it, but I have not seen it. Alright, then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Vi and I haven't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No, wait. There had been one time when I wasn't watching. A few minutes in the security office when I had rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far from one another. If the round trip took about a minute, and she killed him in 4 minutes, and the whole thing would have been only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long have it been like that? It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping coming from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah, 2 things actually.
Oh?
Take a look at this.
A knife! Myrmidons.
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
Oh shit! So it wasn't Radical 6 that got, Alice. It was Dio. I mean, I'm not surprised, but still, I genuinely thought it was Radical 6 like always. I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers they gave us for the wound.
Right. Well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
Right.
So if they match, and that means the knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have... gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when we found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AV room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later?
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found two things. There was the knife and... this.
Oh! The plug to unlock Kay's helmet! Hey, this is that key!
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
Yeah.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait. Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Oh yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Oh god, I'm gonna have another existential crisis again. Here we go. Before I had time to repair myself, I shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But...
It's no good. Can't get it open.
Oh. Yay, no existential crisis! Why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shortened the suit out or something.
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah, no way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look,
What is it?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
So Kay did do it! He handcuffed them! I knew it! That's the one Temioji had!
Yeah,
Then, does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
we don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminal reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
Alright. We'll see what we got. Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean.
Yeah, this is the old woman's blood. This is, June's blood.
Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know.
No, he's not.
The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but still. Then who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio,
All
then
of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
Oh!
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Shit. What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened a gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse.
He's still alive? Oh, right, yeah. Because of the pod.
Hurry!
I know, I'm coming! Oh, shit. Alright, guys, remember, you have to vote ally. I'm not sure if we're against either Luna or Phi, but either way, ally is our answer. Damn it! There's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it
He
open.
must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door, remember? That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. I mean, there's plenty of, like, evil kids in, like, video games. Just look at the Warriors of Hope from Danganronpa Ultra Spirit Girls. I mean, it's mostly Monica, but still. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Oh, Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
You know something I don't? Here? Ah, the room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move. The door says director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
I hope it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say directors on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one that say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai soy latte now. Sigma Male, now's not the time for fucking jokes. We're gonna die soon.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what if Zero Senior was in there waiting for us?
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me.
We're gonna find Quark dead, aren't we? Okay, no dead kid here. No dead kid here. No dead kid here. No dead kid here. No dead kid. Okay, no dead Quark for now. Huh.
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
It's biting.
A sun?
It has a couple of input fields for a user ID and a
We
password.
probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
We shall. Vi turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. Oh, am I gonna remember something? A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento Mori, the lion ate the sun. Remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe... Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember death. Memento Mori. Remember... Huh? Hey, yo, we're remembering shit! Let's go! What do we got, Sigma Male? Oh, I had to actually put them in. Yeah, this is a bit awkward, but I don't fucking remember. Oops, I guess I gotta look it up, because I can't remember shit. Alright, the username is GTFDML16. So, GTF... Alright, GTF, DML016. And the password is MILKEVOLI. Got it! Whoa. 5. Come over here.
What's wrong?
I got in.
What? How did you figure out the login?
I looked it up, not gonna lie, because I forgot. I don't know. I just knew it.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
I just knew means I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my name.
Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this.
You sure? It might.
What? I don't...
Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at this.
Sure, fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer?
Are you even listening to me? We continued to yell at one another for several more minutes. But no matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. Eventually, we seem to give up.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
Damn right
And
I'm
the AB
not.
game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right, let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
I gave her what she'd asked for. GTF DML016. Her search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Fi opened another one. Golem unit details. Are these product specifications for a golem?
Looks like it.
So is GTF DML016 a golem's ID?
Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Luna is a robot! I knew it! I knew she was a robot! I knew Luna was sus! Y'all didn't believe me, but I knew she was sus! I knew it! Called that shit! I knew Luna was a robot! I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew it, boys! Never doubt Yui! Never doubt Yui! Hashtag never doubt Yui! Luna,
Yeah,
why is there a picture of Luna in this file?
there's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
ABT. ABT.
It's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
I see. Luna was a golem, and DML016 was her product ID.
016! That was what was on Clover on her thigh! So Luna killed all of them! Oh my god, I fucking knew Luna was sus. I knew Luna was sus. I fucking knew it. I called it. Y'all were calling me crazy for saying that. Oh, Luna could never do it because she's so nice. Nah, bitch. After Mekon, I can never trust the nice ones. Luna, sus. That must have been what Golem was trying to tell us when he was stopped. But why? Because Luna's working for Zero Senior. Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior?
Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing special mission? You think her special mission is participate in the game?
Probably.
Wait, so she's still alive? So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? Think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something?
What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampf test?
A what?
It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
Yeah, Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say,
It's just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
When did you figure it out? That she was a golem, I mean.
right now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. When I told you about what happened with Golem in the pantry, you said something about how this game might be sort of like the Chinese room.
I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Like you just knew it?
Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
Yeah, it says the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Executing special mission. She's still alive. Whoa! Wait, what the hell? Luna's dead.
You think robots die?
She faked her death.
She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So maybe it wasn't Quark that opened the door. Maybe it was Luna.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Of course. Luna's the one who opened the AB gate.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look,
What do you mean?
what are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016.
And where have we seen that before?
On Clover's thigh. No. No, I don't believe it. Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Temioji?
We should go check her body. You remember where it is?
The crew quarters. Of course I remember. It's not gonna be there, is it? She's gone! We were right.
Yeah.
Why would Luna?
And I trust him.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Right. Off we go then. We gotta vote ally. Wait, does that mean we have to vote ally on Luna? Huh?
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Forgot about this thing.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Yeah, with her bracelet, there's 3 in this room. I stepped outside and set Luna's bracelet down, then headed back into the AV room.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
Alright, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
You gotta vote ally.
Wait, Sigma!
Huh? Luna! Luna? Ah, shit.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Wait. What the hell's going on? Why is Luna here?
She's probably planning on participating in the game.
You mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go into one of the other rooms?
Yeah,
How's she going to vote?
betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She's got 7 BP, right?
Yeah. Why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now.
What?
Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Then why is she doing this?
Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Fi's gonna hate us for this, but we gotta vote for ally. It's the only way to get the Luna ending.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I trust him.
2, 1.
I'm sorry, Fi. Oh, well.
Round 3. of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Konica, thank you so much for the raid of 3 people. You came at a good time. We're probably gonna fucking die.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Hey, Sigma!
Oh god, she's gonna fucking kill me.
Are you insane? Why the hell did you choose Ally?
Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now. She's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then. There it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote Ally for her?
Only one way to find out.
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Alright.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Right, the results.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Alright, let's see. It's just Spy. Dead. Dead. She wanted us to get out together. But I don't think she wanted to get out, but she wanted us to get out. Oh, Luna, you may be a psychopathic killer, but you still have a heart.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
9. We can get out. Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically. And the other 6 got penalized. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Then again, 5 of them are already dead. Oh shit, Quark! You don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet— oh wait, his bracelet's off. Never mind, we're fine. You don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless.
Wait, does that mean Quark can't escape though? Oh god, I hope it doesn't mean that Quark can't escape.
Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave?
What? You're kidding, right? Weren't you the one who kept going on to see about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave him here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna too, right?
Luna.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
So we can still use our star keys.
Star keys are required to open the gates.
Fi and I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. I was a magenta pair, just like before, but Fi had changed to a red solo. It didn't really matter though. Both of our bracelets showed the number 9. All you had to do is open the number 9 door, and we never had to play another AB game again.
Alright, Quark comes first. Let's go.
She spun around and headed off for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. Yes, we get it. There's a lot of dead bodies. Check the treatment center. Oh my god, check the treatment center. The treatment center. The treatment center.
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Yeah. According to the map, that's the door on the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? You pulled it, but it only opened one of the doors. What about it?
Take a look. See the lock?
Open?
Yeah.
Then who the hell opened it and how?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
Luna.
All right, let's head in.
Okay. That better be the treatment center. There we go! There! 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 Finally at the treatment center. What the heck are these things?
I think they're treatment pods of some sort.
Yeah, Quark's in that one. What, mint pods? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them, and suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It was a strange, unsettling feeling, as if something deep inside was a version of myself that I didn't actually know.
One of them is lit up.
The one on the left, is it being used?
Glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside.
Because Quark's in there. Let's crack it open then.
Yeah.
Quark! Wow, what a surprise! It's like I haven't been calling it this entire time! Our feet pound across the floor of the warehouse.
This is it.
Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod's display had given us a little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he had been given an anesthetic, which had put him to sleep.
Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
Is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about
What?
it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
But why?
Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh?
016.
And what's that the same number as?
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID.
Where did we find the old woman's corpse?
In the AV room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
Keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive, but look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, She's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here.
The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Okay. You're right. Let's get out of here.
Damn. Don't scare me like that. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
With a heavy, labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Fi slipped through it. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. Inside was a massive lift platform like the kind used to move industrial cargo. Fi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms.
Huh?
Before she could respond, I spun around and ran. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Sigma, what are you doing? What the fuck am I doing?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
What am I doing?
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here!
Sorry, Fi. There's just something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing!
Think, Sigma, think!
Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
Oh my fucking god. And there was my only way of escaping.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
I had no regrets. In fact, with Fi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. Alright, time to go. Luna's waiting. She's in the garden. Luna, are you be here?
You knew?
Oh, right. We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy.
I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history?
Yeah, something like that. What?
I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom. Is it story time? I think it's story time.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
Alright. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had blood splattered all the way up to the elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously none of our bracelets had blood splatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because he confessed.
What?
After his bracelet reacted to luminol, I confronted him.
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different timeline.
Isn't that against the rules?
What rules? I hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox's 10 Commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Let's say that Incident P happens, and after that, the timeline splits into Timeline A and Timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory in Timeline A on information I found in Timeline B. After all, A and B come from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you end up back at Incident P. And notice how Incident P is yellow! I'm silly, sure. Now, if they could change what happened with Incident P by visiting Timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of casualty. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the Nonary game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. But the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AV rooms. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AV room and came out on her own. Somehow, he managed to get close enough to stab her. He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. No, wait, actually, he probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is, he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AV room and its neighbor. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back into the AV room that the woman had left. Quark would have still been fast asleep, so as far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a murder.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about Alice. I'm pretty sure she committed suicide.
All
Yeah.
humanity is going to die.
Yeah, she has Radical 6.
Adults, children, everyone. There won't be anyone left. I'd rather die here.
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she found in the warehouse after the AV room moved, and exposed it. She took it with her, then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Next are Clover and Temioji. The first question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. And you think about it though, it doesn't make any sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she wouldn't have to write it with her right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it would be really hard to do that, you know? Why not just use your left thigh? The thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to her right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016. She was trying to write Dio. I knew it! I knew it was trying to say Dio! I knew it! I knew it wasn't a stretch. I just looking at it the wrong way. God, I am so big brain. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. Now, about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagine it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol. Found the bottle in Kay's robe. We wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When we found their bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kay switched to turn the light off and Dio took the opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. He probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. Then he died. So that accounts for all 6 bodies. None of them were your fault. Huh. Well, works for me.
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt.
I mean, he's pretty much a dick anyway, so can we just blame him?
The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust you.
What?
I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons. Okay, so Luna isn't sus. Like, she's not sus bad, but she's like sus of like not being human, but that's it. So I was sort of wrong, but at the same time I was sort of right.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Oh yeah, Luna can't harm anyone or she wouldn't be a robot. Rule 1, a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma?
Luna, I have to ask you. Can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is an essential server. You should know everything that's happened here. There's a long pause. Luna stood up, walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, just like last time. I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
That doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds more like he just walked in.
Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
So they brought him here?
In a way. Because his
Why?
presence was an important part of Zero's project.
What project?
I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
So why did he come here?
To make sure Zero's project failed. His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right.
He killed June.
The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms.
5th and 6th?
Counting from the left in their original placement.
In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room, and the one next to it would be the 5th.
Right.
after that. He went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, then he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
Then, who moved the old woman?
Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
What? Is it... Oh!
Luna, listen to me very carefully.
Oh shit!
As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the Nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must.
June.
An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
So they gave him Radical 6. It wasn't the outside world or the Myrmidons. It was June and Zero Senior.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say.
Wow, June, you've really turned into a bitch over the years. Probably because you didn't get that really good, jumpy dick.
You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter. The 6th AB room.
Wow, June, the years have not been kind. I mean, being stuck with Zero Senior and not getting on with Junpei will do that to you.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible.
Oh shit, I just realized! She sounds like the announcer! I just now realized it! She sounds like the announcer that announces, like, if, like, AB games haven't, like, open. You know? I'm not crazy. She sounds like the announcer.
That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
I think I understand. Everything you did because you've been ordered to?
Yes.
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders. Then is she Zero Senior?
No.
What? Well, she gave you the orders.
She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
There was someone else?
Yes.
And that person is Zero Senior?
Yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned.
And I'm 99% sure Zero Senior is Santa.
So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Jr., too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me.
But why?
I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why have you moved the body in the first place? Eventually we'd figured out the rooms had been moved and that she was in your room.
Then maybe they wanted the opposite.
You mean?
Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
That doesn't make sense either. If they wanted people to suspect you, then why move the room?
You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like Alice?
Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife there?
Yes, I think so.
But how could they know that?
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You were watching through the security cameras.
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth, and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie, or try to play dumb or something.
So you were gonna kill her if, like, she said, hey, I killed her. Just saying.
I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself.
But she didn't believe it.
Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Because of your orders?
Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Sugar got pulled in the fight, I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything to you.
You mean because I'm a golem?
Yeah.
One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you, died? To keep up the facade that you were human?
No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be so sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
You mean the defibrillator?
Yes,
I used an electric shock to restart the heart, right?
correct.
So that was why she left?
Yes.
At 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio.
Dio?
Yes, I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past.
And he just watched her go by?
Yes, I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing, but he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
The bomb. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I bet.
It didn't take him long to get over it, though.
Wouldn't imagine it would. What do you do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door. Right?
Yeah, but he couldn't find it.
Of course. If I had already taken it by then.
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome.
Why did he want the knife? Was it because he'd use it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
Then why? What do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade.
Oh yeah, or they would know that he's a Myrmidon.
That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't he want anyone to
Do
see
you
that?
remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
Yeah, Myrmidons. Myrmidons.
Yes.
What does Myrmidons mean?
It's the name of the organization he belongs to.
What is it? Like a club or something?
I don't think so.
It's a cult. Well, what is it then?
I don't really know.
A terrorist organization / cult. No idea?
I'm afraid not.
Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing?
Yes.
Then, wouldn't that mean he's on our side? Not really.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's against us, basically. He wanted to kill us all.
He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
You've got a point. Damn it, this is ridiculous. I guess this enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yeah, keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through what few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found the key to Kay's suit. He did seem to have any particular reason for taking it. At least as far as Luna could tell. At 0 hours 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
Fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up. Tenmyoji!
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
So Tenmyoji showed up at the wrong place at the wrong time. He let out a yell and leapt towards Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Tenmyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. Then as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Tenmyoji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. He put on a valiant fight, but with the roar, Dio threw him off, and Tenmyoji collapsed to the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this? You two really look great together, you know?
Did not mean to clip that, my bad.
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take.
And they didn't make it.
If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
You mean me, Fi, and Kay, right?
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Yeah. Kay had told us about it. We'd also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
The anesthetic, right?
Yes. Almost immediately, they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes.
She pulled a Sayaka.
As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol, and then while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him, so Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with the spear. And I guess that's when we found him.
Yes.
Where did Kay get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, They headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Theo expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
And that was when he found the luminol.
Right. That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
Well, what do you think? Does a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
But why did Tenmyoji have Quark's bracelet?
I told him where it was.
When?
Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji?
Yeah, when he sprayed us with the luminol, right? Sure, I remember that.
Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji. The center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room, right?
Yes,
Where Quark was sleeping?
right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Out of relief, right?
Yes, the display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
Why was Quark's bracelet off?
I took it off.
How?
Aluminum foil.
What? You mean the stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Huh? What?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes like pumping blood. You fancy little bracelets you have on that. They're always watching.
Oh, shit. Wait, so you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart is stopped?
Yes.
Holy shit. It was that easy all along.
That was easy.
Yeah, that would have saved us a lot of time if we knew that.
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait, why was Quark in the pod to begin with?
Oh, that's easy. I put him there.
When did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him to the treatment pod?
Yes.
Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
So it was Zero Jr.?
That's right.
He reactivated your body too, right? Man, I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? I guess it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. So, are you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
Isn't that obvious? Tell me what this project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why were we brought here?
To play the nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the nonary game?
That was part of the project.
Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that.
Why?
It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
What do you mean a necessary evil? What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me.
Oh. Then what?
I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
So it's this whole butterfly effect thing. In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenmyoji died for this project.
Yes.
Well, actually, it was the Tubocurine that killed them. But they were only injected with it because of their bracelets, and they were only wearing those bracelets because of the notary game. If the notary game was part of the project, then that's one more way it killed them.
I guess, if you want to look at it that way.
Now, what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Then, if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
To disrupt the project.
Then why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
I think I mentioned this theory before, but remember in Kay's ending when he talked about how his quote-unquote father made a robot to act as his mother? I think Luna might have been that robot. I think I might have mentioned it before, but yeah. I think this ending definitely makes it canon now. 6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another, by Dio. At first, that makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died, but that's not true, is it? All of them. All 6 of them. They all died for this project. That means that the murder, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? Please, Luna, tell me. What is this project about? Who is the old woman? Who is Zero?
Sigma. Would you hug me?
What? Aww, Luna. Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Luna! I'm gonna cry! Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. That's not supposed to happen, is it? Hey, Luna! Luna, what's going on with your face? Luna, what's going on? What the hell's going on?
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Okay, I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem, just a machine, a jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could. No!
You believed in me this whole time.
Yeah.
Even though I look like this?
Of course. I trust you.
Thank you.
Oh shit! Not again! Not again! Auntie Tan, thank you so much for the raid of 30 people. You came right on time. We're about to watch someone die again.
I wish I could stay here forever.
Luna, please, I can't do this. I didn't mean to skip that. I'm sorry, Luna.
But I think my time is up.
Luna! What? Luna, no!
I've done things I really shouldn't have.
You shouldn't have, but it was in your programming, so it's fine.
You remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it.
Luna! What?
Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kay and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself. And I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning.
Luna, it's okay. You didn't have a choice.
In other words, I have the ability to disobey my orders.
It's okay, Luna. I'm sorry I kept saying that you were sus. You're not sus. You were only sus about not being human, but that's it. I'm sorry.
But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Junior's systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
What? Wait, are you saying...
Yes, very soon now I'll be gone.
No!
Zero Junior is probably recovering himself right now.
No!
Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
No! What? Why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No, you don't deserve this, Luna. It's okay. It's okay, Luna. No. No, you don't. Even if you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
I feel like complete shit now because all I've done was call her nothing but sus, and I feel like complete garbage for doing that. Luna! Luna! It's going to be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise. Just please don't.
Sorry. My time's up.
Luna!
At least I get to die in your arms.
Luna!
Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye,
Fuck this game.
Doctor.
Doctor. But she couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. Is that it? With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. Fuck this game. But we did it. We got the Luna ending. I think. Yep, we did it. And we got the achievement, Tears in the Rain. Alright guys, we did it. We got the Luna ending. We just gotta get the bad ending for Fi and then get our good ending. And we're finally done with this game.